Genuine Nissan mass airflow sensors. They're ridiculously expensive. I need a mass airflow sensor for a 93 Infiniti Q45.
$866.03 when I can get it.
So today we have gathered here to find out, will this $42 cheap Chinese mass airflow sensor fix my stupid 240? What's going on, guys? I have been sick and it has been not fun.
Oh my god, my insides are on fire!
And now that I'm feeling a little better, I do not feel like working on this thing. You know what I want to do? I want to do a burnout in the stupid 240. Chinese mass airflow sensor.
I fucking sent it, what happened?
Let's send it, bro. I'm just curious what your opinion is.
My opinion would be fucking, I'd rather go junkyard than a Chinese one, but looks like you already have a Chinese one in your hand, bro.
You got me there. This is a Chinese mass airflow sensor. Is it gonna work or no?
Fuck no.
Used OEM parts are better than cheap parts. Ooh, that's a snug fit. Fuel pump does sound a lot happier, so I have higher hopes. That MAF's a piece of junk. Trevor was right. We need to buy one off eBay. Don't trust cheap Chinese electronics. They just never work right. I had availability issues. I just saw one on Amazon Prime for 42 bucks. Decided to try it. Half expected this to happen. Not enough to the point where I have another MAF. So stand by and we'll be back with an eBay part. I found like 10 Shooky fender extensions. But no MAF. These are junk. Who needs manual pedals? Trash. Yo. Is that what I need?
It's a yellow label, it's a...
This is the shit. Let's see if it does any better. Bald eagle. Well, this pile of crap works. We're gonna work on some wiring tonight so that it works with the key. Because right now, when you turn it off and take the key out, it doesn't exactly turn off the car. So we'll go ahead and fix that. It's a couple days later, actually like a week later. This thing really pissed me off, but check it out. Now we have, starts on the key, turns off on the key. Well, what's left of the key anyway. I had to change the fuel pump relay to negative trip instead of positive trip. Do a bunch of weird stuff back there. Wire, tap a bunch of weird positives up here. It was just a lot. And then on top of that, you gotta have the alternator circuit wired a certain way on these for it to charge. And that was a whole mystery figuring that out. I still have to solidify a couple things, but here's one of the alternator charge wires, and here's the other one. I'm just gonna wrap these. Everything's all still ghetto how the previous person bridged it, but it's better and it works. So now we can move on to the rest, which I don't want to bore you with the details, but here's what it's getting. It's getting a S14 seat. A new passenger wheel bearing. So this nut was loose, so I just rammed it with the impact, and now the wheel bearing is tight. Good enough for me. And 2 new rear rims because, well, the tires are flat and now the sidewalls are destroyed. Also, as clapped as this is, check out this bash bar. Like, minimal deflection. This one's not doing anything, so that is literally just chilling. And yeah, it looks a little rough, but we'll take care of that real quick. Damn, this thing just needed a fresh coat of paint. Look at that. Oh, got them drips. Let's go. Hell yeah, drift car is repainted. Well, it looks better. I almost forgot. I had to weld the gas tank back in place. And I added a bracket and welded one back together. Fixed the strap. It broke over there, so I had to weld it back together. Replaced this hose since it cracked when I ratchet strapped it in, etc., etc. Now the fuel tank is mounted, and I also mounted the exhaust as well. I can pretty much stand on this thing now. I added a second hanger right there and welded that one back together. Now the final touch is this thing. Now it's finally time to drive it. I literally have been dying to drive this thing since I started. Maybe I'll take all the loose lug nuts and stuff off it. And yeah, I'll see how this thing does. It used to be a monster. I'm sure it still is. Right. Nice, I got tack and speedo. Hell yeah. Got the heads up display too. Oh yeah, this thing still gets it. Got some fresh gas going in it. I forgot that this thing is a pain to get to post hit, so I gotta straighten that out and weld it to something. But yeah, this thing pulls hard still. Super sick. Looks really good on the works too. I don't own those, so if I crash them, it's not my problem. Just kidding, they're Alphas, so I can't damage them. Thanks for watching, guys. This thing's a ripper, and we'll see you next time. $14. 33. 34. Yep, 14, 33, 34. So yeah, all that was done with check engine lights still, and I didn't replace the knock sensors, so it's still, this thing used to light up second gear in a straight line, and it just hasn't done that in a while. I still got to do some tinkering, but she's on the way to getting better. She's drivable. It's gonna do a lot better with knock sensors, and I also gotta time it. I'll get there eventually. Well, that explains the vibration we're getting. And the steering is held, so that's not just steering lock, that's something fucked. Looks to be the lower control arm. Yeah, that's not good. And if you need a reason to subscribe, because I got that shot propping it up on my gun. My pocket gun, that is.